So the May Take-Two Interactive earnings call just wrapped up. Now these earnings calls are boring and very, very dry, which is why I decided to make this video afterwards rather than live stream the whole thing. I'll be covering GTA 6 news probably for like the next decade, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Shortly before the earnings call, an email was sent out and the CEO, Strauss Zelnick's comments reiterated that November the 19th is going to be the day for Grand Theft Auto 6. Also, I'd like to congratulate Rockstar on Red Dead Redemption 2 becoming the third best-selling game of all time. They've got to make a third now, surely. But in this earnings call, there were a lot of people trying to get questions about GTA 6 and GTA Online. Most of them were shut down, but here are the ones that were answered meaningfully. They talked about the GTA 6 date and the summer marketing. Now, summer begins on the 21st of June.
Fiscal 2027 is poised to be a breakout year for Take-Two, led by the November 19th release of Grand Theft Auto 6, arguably the most anticipated entertainment property of all time. And we're excited that Rockstar Games will start their marketing campaign this summer.
Now, there was a question sort of trying to get at the pricing point of GTA 6. Strauss Zelnick answered it without giving any answers, but he did say it's all about giving great value for what you're offering, and he likened it to Mafia the Old Country.
Look, when we look at pricing, I would not say we look at it in the context of the install base. We absolutely look at pricing in the context of the property itself. And so what we want to do in every situation, whether that's console, mobile, PC, frontline, or catalog, is deliver to the consumer vastly more entertainment value than what we charge. We want the consumer to have a great experience. And we think a consumer experience is the intersection of what you get and what you pay for it. And probably a great example of that is Mafia, the Old Country, which is a terrific title. But it's not, it's not a 100-hour experience, not a 50-hour experience. And so we priced the title at $50, and consumers were thrilled, and we had a massive hit on our hands. Now, I suspect we could have priced it at a higher level. We wanted to make sure that consumers loved it, and part of loving something is feeling good about what you paid for it.
There was a question about GTA 6 PC, whether it's going to be cross-platform and pre-orders.
Thanks for the questions. I'll try a couple here. Any additional color you can provide on GTA 6 around your framework for the PC release, as well as if the game, has any chance of being cross-platform? Also, any best estimates on when we could see a pre-sale launch for the game? If not, perhaps you could at least provide your best guesstimate of timing on hearing more of these details. Thanks.
Yeah, as you know, look, the PC market's a great market, and it's growing for console type titles, and it's a market we serve avidly. And virtually all of our hit titles end up on all platforms over time. That said, Rockstar Games has announced GTA 6 for console only so far, and we're excited about our November 19th release.
Thank you.
And that got shut down pretty damn quick. Someone else also tried to get at the GTA 6 price.
Hey, thanks for taking my question. So Strauss, I was in the audience at a conference you spoke at recently, and you made a couple of comments that really caught my attention. So one comment was that you would price your games to reflect the value that they provide for consumers. And then a second comment was that the retail price of video games has gone down in real terms over the years. So do your comments imply that you also believe a $70 price tag would be too low for GTA 6 relative to its value to consumers? Because by that logic, a $70 price tag implies to me that the consumer value of GTA 6 will also go down. Now, if I've misheard your comments, I apologize. However, if my logic is flawed, then what would a $70 price tag imply about the consumer value of GTA 6 relative to its predecessor?
I think what I was trying to get at was on real terms, video games have become a better and better deal for consumers over a period of time, and that's a good thing. So I don't think the comments are in conflict. In other words, if you can give people something really great and you can offer it on really favorable economic terms, that's a win-win. So I was really trying to make the point that even though I think the value has grown materially certainly a video game, released today is vastly more exciting, compelling, intriguing, and longer lasting entertainment than it was when I was at Crystal Dynamics in 1993. But in real terms, frontline prices have declined. I was using that as a backdrop to point out that we think that the most important thing is to deliver the best entertainment on earth. And then the second most important thing is to do it on really favorable economic terms. But I didn't mean to guide in any way, how you should think about our upcoming unannounced price on any release. That'll become clear to the market in the fullness of time. Whatever it is, though, we want it to represent enormous value to the consumer.
So not a huge amount of information, but the most important thing out of this earnings call was the game wasn't delayed and in fact really confirmed and solidly locked in for November 19th. So it's time to cool off, cool down, relax a little bit. Marketing is going to start in the summer, which is just over a month away. We might still get something before the original release, or at least the last release date, the 26th of May. Since Trailer 2 still says 26th of May, maybe they want to update that in some way. It could just be a tweak, but now I think it's important just to enjoy the ride of the next 6 months. GTA releases don't come around that often, and sometimes enjoying the ride is just as good. I think it's important to be in a mindset of enjoying the next 6 months. When news does drop, jump on it and be excited, but with a cool calmness of knowing we are getting the game November 19th. Like I say, I will be covering GTA 6 up until the release and probably over a decade afterwards. So as always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I shall see you in the next one.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's call. Thank you all for joining. You may now disconnect.